Liverpool beaten by Palace at the weekend, beaten by Galatasaray tonight. They were on their longest winless home run in Champions League, but they have beaten the Premier League champions tonight. Courtney, what are your thoughts? Did Liverpool do enough?
No, they didn't, and they deserved to lose. I thought Galatasaray were excellent, both in and out of possession. And yes, don't get me wrong, there were, I wouldn't even say elements of riding their luck at times. There are elements of obviously in the last 10, 15 minutes where Liverpool were really pushing. But actually, when you look at the goalkeeper and saves to make for Galatasaray, slim to none. So I would say for Liverpool, it's not a crisis, but I will be concerned. You know, that's only their fifth loss in, 66 under Arne Slot. So it shows that it doesn't happen very often. But for me, we've got to put it into context. A lot of turnover in the summer. Yes, it's great when you bring players in for big money, but they have to settle. They have to settle to the Premier League, the way that Arne Slot wants to play. I would be concerned at the fact that they don't feel comfortable to play Frimpong at right back, so you still play in Szoboszlai there, that you miss out of the midfield, and then obviously Conor Bradley deputising. So that's a strange one for me. And also a horrific summer in losing a teammate. So there's been a lot of change, both on the pitch, off the pitch, emotionally, psychologically as well. So not a crisis, but I would be quite concerned because for me as well, they looked tired. They looked a little bit off it. They were outworked tonight, as well as having less quality than Galatasaray.
And you'd be concerned as well, wouldn't you, by injuries to Ekitike and Alisson as well?
Yeah, exactly. Alisson is a big miss because how many saves have we seen of him already this season where he's kept Liverpool in the game? And the fact that Salah came on, struggled to make an impact. The same with Isak. He had one chance actually really quickly after he came on, but aside from that, he was struggling, obviously getting him back to fitness, and all that again rumbled on with his transfer. So that's everything. There's still a lot up in the air for Liverpool. There's no doubt in my mind, you know, later on in the season, as time goes by, they will come good. It's just, we know how competitive now the Champions League is in the Premier League. They can't afford to lose too many points. It's as simple as that because everyone else is breathing down their neck. So they will come good. They are a good team. This performance doesn't define them, and you're not a bad team overnight. But if you're watching as a Liverpool fan, you're not happy with that.
A rare defeat at this stage of the competition for Liverpool. Back-to-back defeats for them tonight. They go to Chelsea at the weekend. That's the Saturday night football. Chelsea have beaten Benfica on Mourinho's return to Stamford Bridge by 1-0. But Steve Sidwell, again, they've ended a game with 10 men, and they made hard work of it tonight, didn't they?
Do you know what? Jose Mourinho will come away tonight with regrets because the chances that they created, not clear-cut chances, but they conjured up some chances that could have easily have won them the game. Tonight we see a side of Chelsea that we might have to see a lot this season, where they have to just bite the gum shield down and grind it out. And they've done that tonight. There was a bit of their own downfall at the later part of the game in terms of controlling it and seeing the game out. But tonight was purely down to the result was far more important than the performance, especially after the first performance and result in Munich. So, yeah, look, they got the job done. It wasn't pretty in terms of an attacking point of view, especially with the names of, you've got Neto, Gittins, Pedro, Esteval, Enzo in terms of that as well. Not really creating a lot, but they got the job done, and very important before the Liverpool game on the weekend.
But João Pedro was sent off, 2 yellow cards after coming on as a sub. Third game in 4 that Chelsea have ended with 10 players. We thought the yellows were a bit harsh, though, but he was sent off. Let's have a quick chat about Tottenham. Eventful game for them in Norway. It looked like they were heading to defeat to Bodo Glimt. They've got away with a point. Chris, how would you sum it up?
Oh, they were second best all night. Thomas Frank will be absolutely delighted to get away with, as you say, that point, Jules, because Bodo Glimt, I thought they were outstanding all night. Helga, 2 lovely goals, 2 great finishes. The second one, great feet to get that yard in, a great strike. But you've got to give Tottenham some praise. You know that they stuck with it. They got back in it. Great header for Van de Ven. Great cross from Porro. Just begging to be on the attack into the back of the net, and it was game on. And then, you know, right at the end, Richarlison, it was obviously an own goal from Gunnarsson, but Archie Gray running through gets a shot away. But Thomas Frank will be absolutely delighted to come back home with a point because they were second best for large parts of that game.
Yeah, given a real scare, weren't they, at 2-0 down in that game. Had the goal disallowed, Van de Ven for a shirt pull, but he was among the goal scorers, and that own goal from Gunnarsson in the 89th minute, earning Spurs a draw. So 4 points from their first 2 games on their return to the Champions League. Big wins tonight for the likes of Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid and Bayern Munich as well. Harry Kane scoring once again.